Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Morning Verses with Mike. Thank you for getting up and joining me this morning. A couple quick reminders as I dive in here. Each day I share a Bible verse. I do this Monday through Friday, 6:15 a.m. I would love to have you join me for this few minutes each morning. So if you would, click the notification icon, click the button that says notify me when this page goes live or notify me when Mike goes live. Whatever it says up there, it probably doesn't say Mike, but click the notification icon so that you get notified when I'm going live each morning. And then I stream this from the Morning Verses with Mike Facebook page. I also stream this from the Morning Verses with Mike YouTube channel. So I would love for, whichever place. I right now I seem to have a lot more engagement and interaction on the Morning Verses with Mike Facebook page, so I run that kind of chat room over there on the side. So I got a few people popping in this morning. Ryan, good morning. I see you over there. Nice to see you every day. Also, each day that I do this, normally I just go live. Sometimes I'll tag a bunch of people, which I did today, and there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to the way I'm tagging somebody. So if you want to get tagged in a morning verse with Mike, you can just let me know. If you don't, then DM me and let me know. But normally the people that I tagged like this morning are normally people that have said, hey, that's cool, rock and roll. They want to start their day with some morning Jesus and get going. So all that being said, also a couple quick things this morning. Shout out to Frank Lopes and Damian Boudreau who share a birthday today. Happy birthday, guys. In case I don't catch you on another live, I hope that you catch this one. So hope your day is absolutely fantastic. So each morning when I share, I read from the New Living Translation version here of Every Man's Bible. And I like this because it's a study Bible, has some extra verbiage, has some kind of up-to-date language. So as I'm sharing with people, that's, it's just one that I've enjoyed reading lately. So I'm going to jump in this morning to Psalms, the book of Psalms. That was something I always used to wonder. So for clarity, okay, the book of Psalms is a songbook. It is a collection of psalms, but an individual song in the book, an individual chapter is a psalm. So I'm going to be reading from Psalm 5, chapter 3 or verse 3 this morning. Okay, so Psalm 5 verse 3 says, "Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my requests to you and wait expectantly." I think this is so important for us as human beings. It's important as business people. We all talk about, hey, I got to jump up in the morning and have that morning gratitude and be thankful for what I've got. And one of the big keys is when we're giving thanks, we give thanks with our mouth to the Lord. Spend some time with God in the morning. And I recommend begin your day in prayer and meditation so that you can maintain a peaceful outlook on the rest of the day, and that way you don't start your day in a race. So often we jump out of bed and then we got to get going. We've got stuff to do. We have all these things lined up for the day. Like at this point, people are telling us, if you listen to many experts, it's like you got to plan your next day the night before, which I do agree with. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but you got to plan your next day the night before so that you can have a really productive next day. And so then we do that, and then we jump out of bed and we start rolling. And I'm telling you, just slow down for a second sometimes and make sure that you do have that morning gratitude. Make sure and have that moment with God and the moment with the people that matter the most, in that order. Have the moment with God. Pray in the morning. Meditate in the morning. Spend a little time so that way you're not diving right in 90 miles an hour with, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? If you do this, then it does offer a little bit more peaceful outlook. It gives you some calm before you're headed into whatever your daily storm may be, right? And if you ask the Lord for the desires of your heart, those things that you're so passionate about, those things you're so fired up about, if you ask the Lord for those things and believe that He will answer, and it'll allow you to chip away and work towards those daily goals and those daily pieces that we want so much to accomplish, that we're passionate about, that just ignites us and lights us on fire. For me, God has been so good to me and my family and my business that I don't often know what to say. I mean, for any of you who have continually watched this program, there's sometimes I'll be rolling and I lose my words just because I want to have that just right thing to say, that just perfect way to say it. And, sometimes there isn't. It's just very simple that you through your voice and through your prayer speak to him and keep it really simple. And understand this too. I'm not saying that, well, look, if you pray and meditate, everything's just going to be a piece of cake. It doesn't work that way. I wish it was that way. But that's not how God works. Some roads that we travel are rougher than others. Some roads are that constant test. But just know that God's got your back. When if you make him number one, the kingdom number one, God's got your back. He loves you, right? That's the simple or a simple reminder this morning, is that he loves us. He loves you, his children, unconditionally. It's simple. So if you give your heart to him and you let him use you to bless others, he will give you the desires of your heart. Let him work through you. And I'm encouraging you, get started early each morning. So I'm going to hit that verse one more time. Psalm 5 verse 3 says, "Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my requests to you and wait expectantly." And when you do that, he'll deliver. So I hope that you are headed into an absolutely amazing day. I hope you're headed into an absolutely phenomenal weekend. I wish only the best for you. And I'm telling you, give your heart to him and allow him to use you to bless others today. So thank you so much for taking the time this morning, taking the time out to start your day with me on Morning Verses with Mike. Do me a favor, please, if you're gaining something out of these, click that share button, share the video, help get the word out, help spread the word of God, help in spreading faith and positivity and love, and just, get it out there. So I would so appreciate that. And if you're joining live, thank you so much. Ryan, I hope you have a great weekend also, man. I hope just make it absolutely fantastic. I hope every weekend's great and every day is great and every hour of every day. And if you do have trials, just rock through them, man. I hope everything goes fantastic for you this weekend and continued on. I just lost my spot. Anyway, I hope for everybody, if you're watching live, thank you so much. If you're watching later, fantastic. Now that you've got a chance to see the message, share it. Join the Morning Verses with Mike page and channel, and let's continue to talk each morning at 6:15 a.m. Mountain. Until we speak next, I'll tell you what, everybody, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.